Dana White Contender Series Week 3 is coming up, so let me break down this entire card. So the first fight's Jack Duffy versus Nickikani. Jack Duffy has been doing MMA for a while, but it's like he had one fight in 2012, 3 years off, one fight in 2015, a year off after that. Fought in 2019, 4 years off, didn't fight till 2023. I don't like that at all for a 20. Like, it seems like he's not committed at all to the game. I'm having troubles even finding his last fight on YouTube, which is like, I don't like that. Nickikani, he was a college wrestler for Oklahoma. You can find some of his highlights from that. He looked pretty good in college, and he's made the transition to MMA. He actually moved gyms last year, so I'm hoping that he's rounded out his game, and I think I'm going to pick Nickikani by a submission here over Jack Duffy. I just don't like the time off Jack Duffy's taken. I don't think he's committed. I think Nickikani, his wrestling's going to be detrimental to Jack Duffy. I'm going Nickikani by a round 1 or 2 submission here. So for the second fight, we got Malcolm Wellmaker versus Adam Bramhold. Malcolm Wellmaker, he was in Gamebred FC, George Masvidal's promotion, and he scored a couple brutal knockouts there. He's a very vicious fighter. And Adam Bramhold, he is on like a 10-fight winning streak pretty much. He hasn't lost a fight since 2017, I believe. But he's been knocked out before. And, you know, I got to side with the 7-0 guy here. I think he's got a lot of potential. I really liked how he looked in Gamebred FC. I'm going to take Malcolm Wellmaker by a round 1 or 2 TKO. He's going to get top position on the ground or something, and he's going to rain down strikes and get that TKO. So the next fight, we got Marco Tulio versus Matthew Duclos. And Matthew Duclos, you know, he's from France, so obviously he doesn't have a warrior gene. He's got that quitter's mentality. Marco Tulio, he won his fight on Dana White Contender Series last year, but it was a decision win. He didn't get the contract. He went back out to LFA, got a knockout victory, and he's back on Dana White Contender Series this year. I don't think he's going to mess up his opportunity twice in a row. I think he's going to score a knockout victory here over Duclos, who's been knocked out in 2022 by standing TKO. I think Tulio is going to get it done. I'm going Marco Tulio, who 7 of his 11 wins are by knockout as well, so I don't think it's too hard-pressed here. Marco Tulio is going to knock out Matthew Duclos in the round 1 or round 2, so that's the pick here. So the next fight up the card, we got Michael Aswell versus Bogdon Grad. Michael Aswell, he's 23 years old. He lost 3 fights ago, but he's won 2 back-to-back fights since then. He only lost by a decision, though. Bogdon Grad got knocked out last year on Dana White Contender Series by Tom Nolan in like a minute and a half. Tom Nolan has been looking in the UFC, like good, but like mediocre as well. Like he got knocked out and then dropped in his next fight. Like Tom Nolan's stock is going down slowly. So maybe that win will age badly. And Michael as well, 5 of his 9 wins are by KO. I think he's going to knock out Bogdon Grad and get that contract here. He's a young guy. He's going to be able to develop in the UFC. I'm going Michael as well by a round 1 knockout over Bogdon Grad. And for the main event, we've got Andre Pulev versus Liam Anderson. Pulev's 26 years old, 8-2, but you know, I don't like a fighter with no information listed. I hate that. That was my gripe about Jesus Aguilar's opponent. So I went against him and I picked Aguilar, and Aguilar tapped him out in a round, or didn't tap him out, put him unconscious. Liam Anderson, 3 years older, he has a bit less fights, but he's got that American wrestling, 6'3", 74-inch reach. That's a good reach. I don't know what Pulev's reach is, so I'm kind of going off the fact that Liam Anderson will be more tested here. Like, Liam Anderson did get knocked out in 2018, but he's on a 4-fight win streak and a 4-fight finish streak as well. Pulev got knocked out in 2023. I'm going to go with Liam Anderson to knock out Pulev. There's not a lot of information on Pulev. He's got knocked out more recently. And Liam Anderson, I think he's going to get it done. He's on a 4-fight finish streak. I think he's going to continue that streak. We're going Liam Anderson by a round 1 knockout victory here. Round 1 or not, round 2 knockout victory here. Let me know what you guys think of my picks. I'll post that card graphic tomorrow when the UFC posts it with all my picks. So it'll be a bit easier to see tomorrow, but let me know what you guys think, and let's go.